and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of The Flank. Today's episode is presented by the Xfinity 10G network. It doesn't matter whether you're gaming, streaming, competing, guys. It's the fastest internet you're gonna get with no interruption. So make sure to go check out the Xfinity 10G network. Huge shout out to them. Today I am joined by the one and only, the executive producer, Mr. Ben Nassim. I am joined by Christopher Duarte, aka Parasite, and then of course we got the one and only Patrick Price, aka the Slayer. And then joining us today, we got a special guest in the building, the MVP from the Los Angeles Thieves. Give it up.
No gas, please. No gas. I'm not in my current state.
Sorry,
no gas.
Sam. I know
not
about the record. I know the record's not looking too good.
Let's get to it. Who was the first series?
Sam, while we have you here, I mean, Slayer, why don't you tell everybody what you wanted to talk about as we start the show today? Why don't you tell everybody?
Oh yeah, Tom, I wanted to talk about the reigning, defending champs.
Did I just walk into a trap card?
Who aren't defending that well right now, Tom.
I just walked into a trap card.
Nate Shot has got the Rosetta Stone for all.
I walked unknowingly into a trap card. I have
to learn some Chinese.
Tom, how could you do this to me?
Sorry.
Everything we've been through.
I'm sorry, but Sam, before Slayer keeps going,
letting me down in fantasy.
I have to ask you though, what did you think about the owner of your team tweeting out a Chinese book?
Yeah, man. For sure.
Let's move on, bro. It's not boy Sam's fault, bro. Let's let him rock, bro.
Did he tell you in advance he was gonna send that tweet? Or you just found out
You think he ran that by me and I said, "Fuck yeah, said that, man"? Like,
I was asking a question, bro.
No,
Matt
man.
tweeted that and then hopped on a first class flight.
He's like, I'm going to fucking
Bro,
Oregon. I'll see you later, bro.
Yeah,
he
bro.
tweeted that, and I literally opened it after we lost, and I couldn't have been more mad. I could not have been more seething in that moment.
It's hilarious, bro. And then
It was hilarious in hindsight, but in the moment, I was pissed.
yeah, I'm sure looking at that, you were probably like, damn.
But what's up, Pat? We got beef or what?
No, I mean you guys are just letting me down in fantasy. You know, like I picked the
okay,
reigning
so I don't
champs.
actually care then. All right, on to the first series.
I mean, loser one, you might. You know, you never know.
That's fine.
Yo, Chris, how you doing, Chris? You doing good, bro?
Doing good. Did some organizing. Nothing much over here though, but I mean, just excited to dive into the matches. We got Toronto very soon. I'm happy to be headed back over there. I've been to Toronto since. Damn, I can't even remember the last event we went there for, at least for me. So
Toronto's
I'm pretty
an
excited.
Awesome city, bro. It's an awesome city. I'm excited to get there, get busy. Ben, what about you, bro? How you doing, Ben? You doing all right? Doing all right?
I'm excited. You know, we're gonna early flight on Monday, so I'm gonna probably try and because I'm.
Oh, you fly Monday too?
Yeah, I might actually legitimately pack tonight because I'm play golf tomorrow morning. I don't want to deal with packing tomorrow. So
You're flying to Toronto on Monday?
Yeah, Monday morning.
I'm flying Monday as well.
Because my calculus is this. It was like, dude, like I was gonna sit around Monday and just do all my videos for the week, and then sit there and twiddle my thumbs to my flight on Tuesday. Like, why not just go to Toronto and do that and enjoy the city? Like,
what time? When do you normally fly into events?
Usually Tuesday morning.
Usually the day we all get there, to set up and stuff. But the FaZe office is there, so I figured I'd go early, Pat, just because Michaela's never been. She's never been to Toronto, so might
that makes
go
sense.
check
That
it
makes
out.
sense. I've been traveling the last week, so I'm like,
you're done traveling, bro.
Here you guys.
Is Seabass
gonna
stop
break.
by and like any of the other FaZe guys?
We have a lot of. I will say there's a lot of FaZe people pulling through for this event. It looks like the guest list I assume was like 35 names long. So
yeah,
the hella heads. Yeah.
Usually the Toronto events they pull up and they come through. So it'll be cool, and they got the offices down there too. So that'll be cool to head over there. Yeah, I might do a stream from there. But yeah, man, we had a long day today. We had 4 matches today. We had a lot of great matches. Honestly, the series are really good today, except for one. We'll get there. I mean, the LAG Toronto series was an absolute batter. We might not even go over that one, but the other 3 we're definitely gonna break it down for you guys and show you guys kind of what was going on. But I say we hop into it. We don't waste any more time, and let's get right into the news. How you doing? We got Embassy Hardpoint, Mercado SD, LSCLO Control, Hotel Hardpoint, LSCLO Search and Destroy. We got the Seattle Surge going up against the Vegas Legion to start things off. I mean, guys, anything in the vetoes that caught your eye? Anything? I know Seattle's vetoes sometimes piss you off, especially you, Ben. You know what I mean?
I got one for this, Ben.
Yeah.
They gave Vegas another Embassy. Embassy Hardpoint has been a map they've been comfortable basically all the way back on the Pro Loot days. It was one of the maps that they continuously gave good teams a fight in. It's a map they beat even OpTic on. They're a good Embassy Hardpoint team. And once again, they're in another pickle here with the Auto Mercado ban. although that is another one of Vegas' strong maps, but still, I'm just going to be nitpicky here. And the auto veto, once again, not doing them any favors here at all.
Yeah. Bennett, you agree with that? The auto veto's not doing them favors. I mean, the auto vetoes, I don't understand auto vetoes, but we've talked about it a lot now. I don't think we need to break it down too much anymore, but that Mercado auto veto is just going to keep screwing them over. And they played Mercado Search in this series, didn't they?
Yeah, I mean, they got dangled, and they ended up playing it, and we'll get to that map when we get to the map, but yeah, I think we just need to see a deeper map pull from Seattle. I think it's hurting them against some of these matchups. Looking at the map set, I felt like this was a five mapper. We didn't get that distance. But it was a very entertaining series against two teams that had a lot on the line running into this one.
Yeah, very entertaining series. Seattle Surge, their struggles continue, man. They've been really struggling. I mean, Slaya, you've been talking
Are they
about
0-4?
this.
Tom, listen, I'm happy.
I think so. You're happy?
Nice.
Why is that bad?
I don't like to prey on anyone's downfall, Tom. You know me.
Yeah.
But
I hate Seattle.
I've been calling
He
this
hates
for
these guys,
years.
bro.
Yeah,
And, you
hates
know,
these guys.
to see it just come to fruition, see my peers finally be like, wow, he was right
Never
all along.
wrong, just early.
It's a great feeling. It's a great feeling.
I think I'm just gonna enable Pat this whole episode. Damn, Pat, you're so fucking smart, bro.
I appreciate it, Tom.
Never
Appreciate it, Tom.
wrong, just early, bro. Blow
appreciate
it up.
it, Sam.
Seattle
Never wrong.
sucks.
There's gonna be one of these episodes. I'm gonna go get a fucking beer. I'll be right back. You guys
Yeah,
keep
go get a
going.
beer, bro.
What the fuck?
That's fine. He could get.
What do you mean by that, Tom? It's gonna be one of those episodes.
I don't know what he meant by that. I don't know.
Yeah, what does he mean by that?
And you're a troll.
So you gotta come out with a shirt that says "Never Wrong" in the front. That'd be hilarious. You gotta do
I'll get that. Let me
Get
call
outta
my
here.
guy.
But let's get into the map a little bit. Honestly, early on, it was pretty back and forth. TJ was having a great map, especially during the first rotation. This is actually a really big three-piece from Pred. I thought Vegas was actually going to lock down a lot of this time. But AG just somehow was able to get in here and find three. He shoots three guys on the side, actually, so I don't know what the hell Vegas was looking at. But it was actually this P5 where I thought Vegas actually had a really good hold here and was able to lock down a lot of time. This is where they were able to build their lead a little bit. Sam, this P5 rotation, I feel like is gas control the main thing, right? Like pushing out gas, and you can see Vegas, they set it up, right? Like Standy pushed out P2, somebody's gas, and then they had a couple guys in Hill. They're trying to funnel them, like over towards those tennis spawns? Is that what they're trying to do? Like the PD tennis spawns?
Yeah, I mean, it kind of goes both ways. It just depends where you are on the rotation. You honestly don't want to be gassed on the road, but I think the way that Vegas played is kind of fine. Just force them to spawn orange. As long as they're spawning in one spot, bro, you can play it from anywhere.
You don't see a lot of people
get
a lot of time here, but go ahead, Chris.
The best case scenario is you just spawn them on the top right corner of the mini map, and that's if you have them the demon, where you have a guy pushed out orange and a guy pushed out towards like
once they get away the kills.
Yeah, and then they're just spawning on the top right quadrant of the map.
But, I mean, if you're spawning in the same spot the entire hill, you're in a good place anyway.
Yeah, but rotating to this hill is just super important, Tom. Like, I mean, I know you could say that about any hill, but the reason being is it's these fucking doors. If you manage to close these doors, it just delays so much time, and usually a lot of the time, it just prevents tax from getting in because people have to either run up and open the door or use your tax to actually physically break the doors down.
Right.
So, like, these door hills are like the biggest money hills of this map. Period.
Yeah.
I think also I agree with you, but a key thing as we watch this map is like when Vegas need to control gas on P5. On P2, they were winning every single gunfight on that side of the map, making these holds and these rotation, these pinches like really easy on them. I thought it was a really good fundamental COD from Vegas in this first.
Yeah,
map.
Vegas been looking really good, to be honest. But let's tune into the listening with Vegas Legion and see how the guys were sounding.
Didn't hit him. I'll chop top paint. Let's go top. Get in here. Double chop. Look at left window. I have your left window weak.
Tommy Hill. He's front side hill.
Double chop this plate. Double chop this.
I'm one shot. I'm throwing a trophy. Going look at one.
Get
time done.
What's gonna be gas? I can cut your mid.
Okay, I'm getting time.
Xbox, one shot. Front launch, Mac.
I have
Absolutely.
left.
I have to hit this. They're gonna be gas. They're gonna be gas. This is good ass time. This is good ass time.
Red, maybe. He might be red on me. Mac might be red on me.
Mac was launching.
He's gonna go red to gas probably.
I'm working left. I'm on top ladder.
Come gas with me. Whoever's mid, maybe play gas with me.
No, I'm going home.
One's gonna be gas. One's gonna be gas, Clay.
I'm gonna play it with you, Don. I'm jumping on kitchen.
I
I don't see him on the heady.
Watch this guy back truck on me.
I don't see anything in hill.
I'll see him mid pickup. He's gotta be useless.
S1 dead.
Oh, actually, in the hill weak. He's back van sib. He's weak in time, guys.
Yo, he's the farthest van. Lamar.
Oh, good. Let's get
He's in
time.
the farthest van. Hey, front side hill on you.
Heard. I'm killing trophies, guys. Trophies
Where is
dead.
spawning? Where is
Yeah, trophy front side hill. He's in laundry, Fred. In
Front
laundry.
side hill weak. Front side hill weak, Mac. Max front side hill weak.
I stun him.
All right, that's gonna do it for the listening for the Vegas Legion. I thought they had a really good small talk, just like calling out where they're going and just like having a conversation with each other about what they really want to do, like breaking hills and stuff. I mean, we've listened to a lot of listenings this year, and teams just sound so hectic and chaotic, and they're just kind of just yapping or screaming dead over and over again. But I thought Vegas, they sounded calm, you know, cool, collected. I liked it. What did you guys think?
I think that's an I mean, bro, how many Vegas listening did we listen to? I think probably majors before where they just felt like map 1, they were just like super nitpicky, super annoyed. They were almost like kind of having these mini arguments sometimes.
Even when they were winning.
Comps. Yeah, even when they were winning maps. But I felt like that was a really composed, focused team. And yeah, they were kind of really in the zone and growing a lead. But I think it shows a big improvement for Vegas on that front.
Yeah, and then we get into this P3. I mean, AG went pretty big here. He finds 2, and then he jumps the corner, finds 3. I mean, he was able to get Seattle in here, and Seattle was able to get some time. This is where I got worried for Vegas, because Seattle, they work a really good break. I like the routes they took. AG went P2 and went up the stairs. He pinched on in while his teammates kind of pinched through tennis, and they were able to break. But Don Dada, he ends up bailing him out here. Donnie goes crazy here, and I just let it play out so you can see how they're able to break back in. But Seattle get the break, and I'm thinking they might be able to bring this back. But then it's Donnie Temp who just clears the way. He gets a couple kills. He gets in there, and then he keeps the spree going as well. And then Clayster, he's able to get in there. And then here you'll see Donnie. He's the last one up as the trades go down. He gets a 2-piece grenade, finds a 3-piece side door. I mean, that's just typical from Don Dada right there. That's fine.
The frags, we love it.
The frags. With Sam, we were talking about that a little bit, but why are everybody using frags? You said trophies. Trophies don't they don't blow them up.
Yeah, there's like, this might be a little cope, but I think they're like, for whatever reason, the radius of the detection of the trophy is less on frags than the other tacticals, and there's just so much more you can do with it than a Semtex.
Yeah, which makes sense.
I mean, you can drop detonades, you can throw them shits across the map to help cuts, you can do whatever the hell you want.
Especially as an AR,
it's just a lot more versatile.
Like I feel like as an AR, like frags are low-key elite. Subs, you're kind of in the mix more. I feel like you want to run a Semtex with a sub.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to frag with a Semtex or with a subclass for sure.
Yeah, but you can see Seattle, they get into this P5, but it was actually the Vegas Legion who were able to find another break, and you could kind of see how they set it up, right? Like it was TJ who takes a long route. He goes around over to that P3 by tennis, and then the other 2 guys, they end up pinching through gas, so they kind of just work a pinch, and they end up just swarming on in, and they were able to break into the P5. This was big scrap time for Vegas. Once they got this scrap, they kind of just finessed a little bit on P1, and they were able to win this game. So, really big plays from Vegas. You see Donnie, he's laughing it up. Clay's going fucking nuts. I don't know what the fuck Clay's doing.
He starts doing some weird shit with his tongue. Yep,
yeah. Start doing some weird shit. Let's take a look at the final scoreboard. Standy, 30 and 22. Phenomenal plays out of Standy. He was going crazy. 21 and 19 from Clay. 28 and 20 from Donnie. 28 and 27 from Tej. I mean, everybody's dropping 3K damage from Vegas. And then on the other side, Lamar, Mac, they Sib, they all went negative. Pred only went positive yet again. I think yesterday Pred was positive like almost every map, and everybody was negative. It's just the same story continues, guys. It continues.
Listen, you guys agree Mac and Lamar gotta go, right? Both of them. If this team wants to succeed, they gotta go.
Yeah,
I think you just blow it up, Pat. You were right, bro.
They've been struggling.
I think the problem is they've now waited so long. Like, I don't even know if they can make a 2-person change. Like,
what about that the Win guy?
Yeah, but that's
you mean
Gwyn.
Oh, is his name Gwyn?
For Mac, but like
you do Gwyn for no, you do Gwyn for either or, because he right now in challengers
he's a flex, right?
He's running an AR and frying and like the prior challengers before this one, he was running a sub. He was also frying. You just pick one, bro, because that guy actually can do it all, and he's really good at search. He's a playmaker, and I think, bro, I've talked to some people on this team. They have a brotherhood culture where they're just like, they've been together for so long, and I feel like they don't want to like screw each other over this late in the year. They kind of just want to finish it out, and that's probably why they aren't going to make changes, which to an extent I agree, the loyalty aspect, but at what cost? Like, at
cost of getting top 6 and costing yourselves your fucking careers. Is like, I don't know. We have 3 former competitors who are now retired on the show. Chris, Pat, and Tom. If you were on a team and you didn't think that you could win an event, would you have made a roster change? Just a random hypothetical situation.
Bro, if I was this team, I would have made a roster change. If I were this team, I would have made a roster change after that abysmal stage where we like didn't win anything. Like, and we had that like insanely bad search and destroy, whatever. And then we like bombed out the major. I forgot what stage it was. I would have made immediately a singular change and seen if we got better.
Not only would I have made a change, Ben, every time my coach would tweet out, the team just, we're getting there. Like, we got the formula. Every time that was tweeted out, I would have been losing absolute full, because I think it's been clear to maybe not everybody. Maybe there was one person that, knew, but everyone else, I think, called up to the train by now. This has been a long time coming. This roster has the biggest inconsistencies I've ever seen out of a team with so much talent. So
they're inconsistent.
For me, this should have happened months, if not years ago.
Another thing for me is probably why they don't make a change is because I feel like Pred and Sib, if I probably had my betting odds, I would say they have the power here, and like these guys know they're probably gone next season. Like I feel like both these people. Listen. Dude. I feel like both of them will get offers, while Mac and Lamar might not. And if they
might not.
Nah.
Okay. But what I'm saying is they might
You're
not.
You're talking about offers from like an offer from Seattle or an offer in general.
In general, like I don't know what these guys will do. I feel like they've been getting slammed, bro. Like I don't know if anyone's gonna want to play with them at least at the top level. But regardless, like this could potentially be like one or two of them's like potential last season. And I feel like they don't want to like screw them over because they know they're gonna leave anyways. You see what I'm trying to say though, Ben?
I don't know if they're not gonna get back in the league, Chris. But
that is a possibility.
It's
a
possibility.
No, it's a possibility, but I don't know. I don't think that's gonna happen.
It's a possibility, but them getting, I don't think their stock changes that much from them playing out the rest of the year and getting top 8 and them getting benched. And maybe the team still gets top 8. Like,
it's not even that. It's like imagine you go and bench your teammates to like play with other people,
and you're leaving,
and then you're leaving. So like,
yeah, I see what Chris is saying. He's just basically saying like if they stick with this team for the next month and a half, Pred and Sib are out, right? And so Lamar and Mac are probably gonna stay on the roster. But if they drop them now, then that would probably ruin that. Like, you know what I mean? Like. Those two probably wouldn't be on the roster.
Especially if they're all close. But also, one last thing
then
I
it'd be like
to say,
a full rebuild.
Well, one thing I wanted to say is like, I get you guys might be like, okay, Lamar obviously is a pretty serviceable player at times, and Mac obviously has a history, in his past where he was really good, and like, oh, you would think, okay, one bad season, they might still be in the league, but like, bro, these guys are dropping numbers that players on like LAG in London are dropping with a fucking top 5 player on their team. I can't be the only one that says that's arguably worse than an entire team that is completely struggling and has zero potential in any category, basically playing at the same level as they are. Am I not fried for that?
Congrats to Seattle, because you basically refused to make a change, and you've now ran out the clock so much that you've given yourself your own excuse not to make a change. So bravo to Seattle for that, man. For your top 6 and top 8 champs, bro.
And if they do make a run, well, tippable, but still absolutely miracle, bro, because nobody's predicting this one. Because Lord, these guys have just been abysmal.
Let's talk about the map a little bit.
Lock back in, Tom.
You know what I mean? Yeah, we got to lock it back in. Guys. Great convo. This round right here, Vegas said they go back towards that B bomb. We saw them do it before, and they do it again. They're really aggressive. They like to play B a lot. I know with a lot of teams, they're just everybody in general. I mean, this map was all A for most of the year. And I like that teams are starting to get some different looks now. Clay had to get some nice shots. I'm not really too sure what spot this was from Dante. He tried to play a little bit of an off angle here, but Clay just wasn't having it. He was able to find one. Mac was able to find one as well. I actually think this was Mac who found a couple kills here. Excuse me. But it wasn't enough. It was actually TJ. I thought TJ made a great play here, jumping out. He put some shots into AG, and he actually just says screw it and jumps out the window and makes a play. And TJ goes rogue. So great plays out of TJ Haley here as Seattle try to get a little bit of a retake. And then AG jumps the corner. Good trades coming from Vegas. Boom. Vegas go up 2-4. We'll go into the next round. This round, Mac, he gets a 2-piece off the rip. I mean, you guys are trashing Mac. I mean, Mac did have he had his moments in this series. I mean, he had his moments in the S&D, and the only map they won, Mac carried him. So, I mean, I will say that Mac has had a really rough year, though. I can't really sugarcoat that. He's had a rough year, but I'm talking about this series in particular. Mac got a nice 2-piece this round. Seattle, quick A-rush. They are able to get around on the board. They bring it up 3-4. This round, this was interesting. Sib with the 1v1. Sam, when you die, can you see where the guy is going for a split second?
Yeah.
Because right here, I think.
Well, sometimes, yeah. Sometimes you get a black screen, you can't tell anything that's going on.
I think this is why. I think this is why TJ lost this 1v1 here.
It's actually 50-50. It just happens sometimes. It's weird.
Yeah, it's either you have it the entire map and you just black screen the whole time, or you can see where people are running sometimes.
Because look, TJ gets a kill here, and then he lays down right away, and the way Dante wins this fight is kind of crazy, bro. Like that was with a scar too. Like the way he won that, he had to have known that TJ was laying there because there's so many spots TJ could be playing there. Like there must have been a call out or something. But that was a really good play from Dante. Good angle. He kind of centered perfectly onto him, and he just absolutely shreds him. So good plays from Dante. They're able to tie it up at 4. And then in this round, Seattle, they go back towards that A site. This is just a full out. This is just Mercado cheese, bro. Just full out, hit this bomb, work some trades, and hope for the best.
Who wins the 2v2?
The Seattle win the 2v2 here. They win the 2v2.
Nice.
It was actually Lamar and Pred who go roll.
There it is, 2v2. Who wins it?
I mean, that's usually what happens. That's usually what fucking happens over here on Mercado.
That's awesome.
Yeah, this map sucks. So you can see right there, Seattle, they rush A. 5-4 round, same thing, right? Vegas, they do the same thing. They get over towards that A bomb site. They do a good job just getting the bomb down. Just get it down right away, force Seattle to make a play. Seattle, they slow work it. You know, they actually did a pretty good job getting some kills, but Vegas was able to use the clock to their advantage and let the time kind of run out. Donnie gets a big win here. Catches Mr. Ray G on a flank, and then we go into the round 11. Which,
was that 2v3, Tom?
Yeah, I mean, it was a lot of trades. A lot of trades were going down. And then we get into the round 11. This was fucking insane. Both teams rush mid in the round 11. This is crazy. We can kind of see how it plays out. Off the rip, you can see AG and Dante. They end up playing through mid here, and Vegas. They end up sending 3 guys mid, 4 guys looking mid. Standy, he's able to find a big first blood. Clayster with another one. I'm thinking right off the bat, this one's all over. But Lamar and Mac, they were able to get this down to a 1v1. They actually worked some good trades. Lamar was able to get a pick. I think this guy, Mac, ends up trying to he gets the bomb down, finds one. He gets traded out, but Lamar trades that. And just like that, it's a 1v1. I don't know if Lamar heard a comm here. The way that he jumped out that window and looked towards tunnel, I feel like the communication had to have fell there. What do you think? The communication had to have been shit there. Lamar looked like he was like looking, like jumping in the window to look tunnel. I don't know. Had to be a communication issue. Do you guys...
He thought Eli could have hopped bomb, but I think he still could have waited longer. I think he just probably, he just made like he just didn't know what to do and just kind of picked something and didn't work out.
Yeah.
But also, if you go back and watch, Dante actually was the guy watching over mid. They did get kind of blind countered. They sent I think Vegas sent 3 people initially mid, but this is just a noob mistake for a lot of people, or just anybody else that's a competitor watching in chat. If you go to this God head glitch, you actually can't see elbow. So this is the blind spot, and obviously he's getting peppered down, so it's kind of just a shit angle for, in a shit situation, but you can't see Pred's overextend. A better place he could have played is either gone to the right head glitch near the gate or on top of the trailer towards the right-hand side, and he would have got a better angle and maybe potentially killed somebody or saved Pred, because that head glitch...
The guy off the heady.
You can't see the guy... Yeah, you can't see the guy essentially flanking mid if he's hugging the wall where Dante is, so just not very efficient.
Yeah, to look at the final scoreboard. Go ahead, Ben.
I was to say it's just another tough map for Seattle where they just couldn't close out a search and they lost to round 11. I feel like we've said this about 17 times this season. It's just very frustrating to watch these guys toss away S&Ds, especially a winnable one like this, and they could have sent this 1-1 to the control and anything could have happened after that.
Yeah, Mac 10-9, Lamar 10-7. They were both positive. They were doing what they could. It was actually AG and Dante who struggled in this one, and then the other side it was Eli 11-6 and 11-7 from TJ.
Oh, they're stealing Dante's kills, bro. He's got 5 with 1,200.
Look, they also, by the way, I just want to mention this.
Bro.
They're stealing his kills.
I want to mention this because Seattle's been notoriously dodging this map for pretty much the majority of the season against every team, regardless of record. They just played one of the arguably better Mercado teams. I think Vegas plays it a fuck ton and wins it a decent amount.
They've been playing all year.
Them around 11. So, not entirely sure where this map was for them the entire season or the potential to play another season. But again, auto veto, just not a good idea. Look, you literally just pushed a team that's really good at it to around 11.
I think they need to have more confidence in their ability. It could have helped them, but it's kind of late. It's too late now. You know what I mean? It's too late. We get into the LSCLO control. This one was pretty back and forth. First couple rounds were just back-to-back defensive wins. It was Seattle do a good job holding on to this B point. I mean, it's pretty easy to hold on to this B point if you play it the right way. Just play towards AC, get pushed up white. Vegas weren't able to get in there, so Seattle, they win a quick defense. Hop into the next round, same thing. Vegas, they get a big hold on defense. It was Seattle. They were able to work the 8 cap, I believe. They get some kills here. Actually, no, they actually got spawn trapped in this round. This round was bad for Seattle. They couldn't get out of their spawn. They were able to get like half a tick on that 8 point or 1 tick on that 8 point, but other than that, they were just getting pinned. Vegas do a really good job just filling in the gaps and not letting Seattle sneak through or get through any lanes. So good plays from Vegas. They tied up at 1. The 1-1 round, this should have went probably Vegas's way. They do a good job getting the 8 point, but it was actually AG who throws a Kobe grenade. I gotta try and find it and see where it is. But oh, right here, boom. Vegas with a 4 dead. They stacked the point. The only way they're able to clutch this up is with some tags. I don't know if they didn't have any trophies or what. I'm guessing they didn't because nobody was throwing one. But AG, he comes in clutch with the tax. I mean, 2 nades and then a kill. AG was able to find 3. I thought once Vegas capped that B point, this round probably would have been over. But Seattle do a really good job just working those tax over. I mean, Sam, we've been trying to teach the ponies, man. We've been trying to tell them. They got to use the tax. They got to use the tax, man. Tax. They got to fucking use them. Hopefully they're learning. Hopefully they're watching. But the tax definitely saved Seattle in this round. Good grenades. They stacked their nades, stacked their kills. And then after that, they were able to hold on. Ben, take over, man. My grandfather's here for a second. Take over, Ben.
All good, and Tom will let this gameplay run out, so I'm not really going to be able to speak to the rest of the highlights. But it was a fun map, Chris. What are your kind of thoughts now with Vegas heading into this LAN event? Do you think that they've started to really master the control game mode, or do you think teams, their Silo's still a little bit iffy, and teams are just going to get rid of Expo, kind of square with them on this map?
No, absolutely not. I don't think they've mastered by any means. I mean, they've looked better at it. I think they're competitive in rounds.
By any means, that's crazy.
I'm back.
That was fucking hilarious.
Yeah, dude.
That was awesome.
It's my known.
No, it's so funny. Whenever Tom defers to Ben, Ben immediately defers to someone else every time. It's so funny.
I was gonna say
No, I know.
the same
I'm just supposed to be balls. I'm just supposed to be balls. You gotta get mad. I know. Ben, it's okay.
It's hilarious. It's just funny.
Well, I'm just asking a question.
I know, Ben. It's just
I
know. It's just a funny thing that always happens.
Ben's so funny, bro. But yeah,
It's my grandfather, you know what I mean?
He said, Ben, take over. Chris, has Vegas mastered control?
Yeah, good Canadian. We get into the last round. I mean, I'm just skimming through the control. This was just another spawn trap from Seattle. Seattle was going crazy in this map. It was actually Mac who was turned up. He was 18 and 15. Lamar was 14 and 10. AG was doing a good job keeping them pinned. I thought what AG was doing in this map, especially here, just roaming bottom mid and I think he spawn killed Clayster like 3 times. It was really good plays from Mr. Pred. He was going nuts. They just pinned Vegas back. You could kind of see the lives just slowly dwindling for Vegas Legion. Seattle do a good job just working kills and staying pushed up on a map. You can see it's a clean wipe. Seattle get on the point. They stack the point, and Vegas Legion, they end up losing the control. Vegas, their control, I feel like their struggles continue. I feel like Vegas, the only map in control they were good at is Expo, and then everybody, for some reason, was just playing them on Expo. But they played better.
That didn't last that long. That was only for a little while.
Wait, hold on.
They just play Expo I think so.
I feel like they definitely don't play. They played every series for I think a whole qualifier or something like that.
They played Expo once, I think, this stage. I could be wrong. I feel like I saw it once versus someone. Yeah, I was gonna say
they were pretty quick to pick it up for sure.
What Pred was doing in that shit is such a glitch, bro. The fact that your Deddy resets is crazy. Imagine this, Sam. What if every time you got a kill, you got an extra tick on a trophy?
I mean, to be honest, you could just hop on the hill, throw one, get a kill, and you get another one. So
I know. Imagine how absurd that would be. Motherfuckers get Deddy resets every time they get a kill. They're literally infinitely silent. That is crazy, bro.
Subs are blessed. I didn't think about that. Pred really is infinitely silent, huh?
Dude, and, subs are blessed.
To answer your question,
Mac went crazy this map. Mac went nuts. 25 at 18. Go ahead, Ben.
To answer your question, Chris, they played Expo Control in this qualifier set versus New York, and they 3-0'd them.
Yeah, that was the only time I remember them playing it once, and I was like, huh?
Bro, Vegas got dumped on this map, bro. Look at the score line. They couldn't get a kill, bro.
Well, I mean, like, this isn't fucking new. Like, these guys barely can barely win this map. They just they're not good at control, but they're good at every other mode.
Yeah, then we get into the hotel hard point, and I thought this P3 was just, I don't know how the fuck they let Donnie do this shit, bro. Look at the setup from Seattle here, and just take a look at that number 7, and just watch what he does. I mean, Clayster's able to get the kill side door, and Donnie, he just sneaks through side. I mean, they're not playing tight enough. Seattle, they're just so staggered. Like, Donnie just he wins one gunfight, and he breaks the hill. It was just too easy, in my opinion, for the Vegas Legion. I mean, I don't know if there's anything you guys see about Seattle's setup. I just think they're just.
I mean, he was playing on both sides. You can't do that on himself.
They have a guy pushed out. They have a guy pushed out rugs like front, like catwalk. A guy in hill. They had one guy challenging side door, like challenging out. Like you're better off just staying tight, playing tight in hill, rather than just challenging out. Because the minute
if Lamar's gonna be here, then whoever was like in catwalk has to be in the hill, or vice versa.
Yeah,
if he's gonna be there, then Lamar has to be by the hill.
I also personally just don't like playing back there. I just feel like you're kind of useless.
You're just one and done back there. Like you're not
isolated every time, unless people are just lazy and don't check a corner. Like you're just complete bait or just isolated every time.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're one and done like 9 times out of 10 back there.
Yeah, so it was a really good break, and in Vegas they were able to lock down like a lot of time here. It kind of screws Seattle, and then we go into the next rotation, and Seattle again they get broken. We could kind of like let it play out and see how it happens. But look how separated they are. They got one guy main desk. Pushed out like single arch, one guy pushed out all the way bed, one guy all the way in the back, and then one guy in hill. They're just so staggered. It's just not. I just don't like the setup that much. In Vegas, they take advantage of it. They take some routes. TJ ends up getting a couple kills here in the back. He goes crazy. Love the routes from Vegas. Taking a route around the back. Somebody takes a route bedroom. Like they just work a pinch. And they were able to get some kills.
I don't think it's the worst thing in the world that they're playing so split. Their problem is like they got the first kill main and they got another kill in the back or got the information. The guy that's front died, so you got the info to guys front. The guy in hill insta died.
Yeah.
Well, he got wall banged. That was a good shot.
I know, but like the fact that he died right there, like
what? I don't like one guy pushed out bed, one guy pushed out in the back, one guy single. I think they should
back up to real quick, Tim. Like before, like 5 seconds before the first kill.
Yeah, 5 seconds before the first kill. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
Right here.
Yeah. Well, no, right here.
Because Mac is pushed out bed.
Oh, Mac, fucking Pred's in hell. Okay.
Yeah,
he's so fucking far.
Bumblefuck. He's at the old hill playing.
I mean, he does have a free death, so the play like if he got one in this situation, I think it would look a little bit better because he does have a free respawn essentially. But I don't know. I think it just looks way worse.
They also had a terrible read. They also had such a terrible read on like pressure and like counting names because if you look, they were so afraid to push out their P2, which caused them to get bad timing. Yeah, it caused them to get bad timing on Teach here hitting this flank and like allowed him a gap when in reality there was no one here forever. Like I think Pred was pushed up in restaurant essentially like near the connector. That should basically tell you there's a green light. Like there's nobody going to be dubbed, especially if they didn't get kills. So they could have easily like had their like back P2 and prevented Teach from making this play in the first place.
Yeah, nah, TJ makes the play too. I mean, if they would have killed TJ, they might have been able to funnel them front and still hold some time here, but TJ makes a really good play. He was able to break on it. And I mean, Vegas are able to break a couple hills. I mean, those are 2 hills now that I think, you know, Seattle arguably could have held if they played them the right way. This scoreline could have looked a little bit differently. And then this hill, the P5 hill going to the P6, Seattle, they had the good spawns, and I'm not really too sure how they troll them. I don't know what happens here. I wrote it down because I wanted to kind of watch it back, but you can see there's 20 seconds left here. Vegas, they're all spawning out. They're kind of just chalking that old hill and playing through mid and playing through bed. You can kind of see that everybody from Seattle, they just say so pushed up. Lamar tries to cut off mid. Only guy in the back is Dante. I fid like at this point, I feel like Seattle just need to like fall back. Like they need to play a little bit more safe.
AG just got horrific timing.
AG did when fucking
he
was watching mid alley, right?
Him and Dante are holding the back here. I think their setup is somewhat okay. If Lamar's gonna play like this greedy, they have to play pretty safe.
Yeah.
And 6 just literally walks by AJ.
Yeah,
just walks right by him.
Lamar's already pushed up, so I don't really mind Lamar too much. Like just playing kills, he gets 2 and he tries to.
Yeah, I mean, like he already has. Yeah, he has 7 Pred playing for the back spawn, so I don't think it's that bad. But like I said, I mean, that's just, I don't know if he's like.
It was a good. I think we should give Vegas some props here though by chalking and just using their numbers, right? Like playing through bed and stuff. Like they just chalking up that time. It was big kills. They ended up just forcing their way through front, and then while they were doing that, Stanley was making a play kitchen, so they were able to flip the spawns pretty easily. It's a good plays from Vegas. Go ahead, Ben. Were you gonna say something?
No. Keep going.
Okay. Dude, was he not talking?
No. No, I didn't say anything. Go ahead.
I thought you said something. I heard somebody trying to talk, bro, but I could be tripping. Let me go into the second rotation, and it was the second P2 where TJ makes the fucking play. We'll kind of watch it and see how it plays out. So you can see the spawns come in. TJ's going to spawn up in the back, and with 25 seconds left, look, he hits a little U-turn. He said, uh-oh, I got a bless spawn. let me make some use of it. And I think Mac read it. I think Mac knew that he was here. I think he saw him, but TJ, he does a good job just playing his life back here and just playing a corner. He was able to find one, throws that tack down, and you can see how TJ, how patient he plays. He doesn't over chow anything or do anything.
I think this is the more impressive kill than the one on Mac, to be honest. Him like playing his life even harder for a second kill, like for a trade, that's super impressive. He doesn't just like sprint P2 stairs there.
And it's a big kill because they killed a guy in hill. They blocked the back spawn.
But he does fuck up after this. I remember watching this.
Yeah.
Does he fuck up? What does he do after that?
He runs to hole here, I believe, to help Eli, and this guy spawns behind them, like where Eli is right now, or where TJ is right now, and then they spawn behind him.
Well, they're able to get some 30 seconds there. They were able to
everything's just weird here.
Build a lead, and then we go into the P3 here. Vegas, they did get a little bit of time, but Seattle does break this. They break it in the last second. I think Vegas, they built themselves a pretty good lead. I mean, this one's pretty much over at this point. Individual plays from TJ, man. I feel like TJ was making some plays in this map. Couple big rotations.
He tried the first hard point too. It was like 21 and 10 at some point.
Hard point, Tom. Finally.
Slay, what do you think? You think TJ's finally kicking up, man? He's been playing really. It's not even this series, Pat. He's been playing good, bro. Like recently,
since they made that change. But like, I mean, we were calling for it all year long. I know I was. I was like, I'm tired of this guy being good in S&D and not respawn. But by the way, Donnie said he called out block and they didn't block.
Donnie, they're not listening, Don? That's crazy, bro. What are you gonna do,
he said sound EQ was so loud they weren't hearing it.
No way, bro.
I think we
blocking out the noise with the sound EQ, bro.
In the beginning of this season, we talked about with Vegas when this team first formed, like, okay, Clay and Temp, like, you should be Gucci on the ARs. We weren't super convinced by the sub duo, and the key thing for them was trying to find another kind of sub to really up their power. I think T just played great this split. I also want to give Standy his flowers. Thought he was excellent across most of the maps, if not all the maps in this series. And since they brought him in, they just had so much extra punch, especially in respawn. I think it's helped them a lot to sort of even keel this run to try and qualify for champs.
I want to agree, and I mean we're not done going over the series, but actually, yeah, but sorry, we're not done going over the series, but I wanted to say
we are done.
Oh wait, we are. Never mind. They 3-1. I'm sorry. I
We're tweaking. Everyone's tweaking.
Listen, but I want to say that since Standy's on this roster, he's basically transformed this team entirely online. And I'm not saying these guys are onliners.
No way.
Listen to me. I'm not done.
Eli's a sound EQ liner?
No, I'm not saying just him. I'm saying this team.
The whole team is. Oh my fucking God.
Okay, shut up, man. Let me finish my damn statement.
Go
These
ahead.
guys obviously had a really impressive stage last split, and they had another impressive stage this split. At the last major, they fucking choked, and they also got Kentucky fried by New York. Obviously, they need this to go better if they want to qualify for champs, but they just need this to go better, period, to basically prove that they're not essentially just onliners. Because yeah, it's kept them in the race, but I wasn't impressed with their play at the last major, and we obviously need to see them kind of bring this over to the event side. Because yeah, I don't know.
That was a long ass way to call them onliners, Chris, but I'll let you rock.
You know what I'm saying? But that's gonna do it for that series. Standy had an insane map. He went crazy. That's gonna do it for the Vegas Seattle Surge. Vegas looked good. They continue to look good. I think Vegas going into the event, I'm sure they're feeling pretty confident. I don't think they're onliners, bro. I mean, granted they had a rough event last time, but you know, so has every other team. Every team has a rough event.
My point is 2 events in a row, you can't do it. Like you can't like at that point
they got to turn up.
You could make a case for it. The funny part is how like you can even have this narrative when they don't even have a facility. That's fucking wild.
Nah.
But still, they need to do better on land. Like they need obviously for qualification, but just in general. Like
yeah. Well, let's hop into the next series of the day. Vegas take down Seattle Surge 3-1. And then we hop in to the second series. We got OpTic, Texas, going up against the Florida Mutineers. We start things off with a Hydro Hardpoint, followed by a Fortress Search, Expo Control, Fortress Hardpoint, Mercado, S&D. Guys, anything on the vetoes as we head into the map 1?
OpTic, and then probably just for the sake of practice, kind of gave Florida their best maps in this series. I think it led to a really fun series. I know that OpTic ended up taking this 1 and 3, but I thought all 3 maps were really exciting and really close.
Fun series. I'm looking at the stats, Ben, and Shotzzy and Dashy just smoked these guys. What do you mean?
Shotzzy and Dashy took over.
It might have been fun for you, but it wasn't fun for Fellow or Vickle or Capsidal.
It was close.
Yeah, I think, and right off the bat, I mean, Shotzy's name is who I wrote down to kick things off. I mean, I'm just going to kind of let it play out. This guy is so annoying to play against, bro. I mean, he
loves Hydra.
He loves it, bro. He
loves Hydra. He's Papa Daddy in the water.
He's spawn killing people on a P1. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, you don't see that often. He starts things really good in this map. And then take a look at the route here off the rib. Look, he dives onto somebody's head in the water and then swims him down. Look, he chases him down. He ends up knifing him. Boom. Picks up another one onto Brack. And he keeps his spree going, too.
He's tried to double knife there. That's pretty funny.
Yeah, he's not even done yet, either. They still can't kill him here. I believe he's able to get, like, one more here, too. They end up... I think it was Vickle who stuns him. Or no, Brack stuns him. Vickle comes in for the chow, and he goes down as well. See you later, Vickle. Shotzzy, already with a cruise missile after the first rotation.
Nah, this guy is shitting. What the hell?
Yeah, he was going fucking insane, bro. And it's funny because he was doing all of this.
Hey, hold on, back up. How did number 8 spawn out?
Number 8?
Bro, how did this break actually happen?
He goes down. Let me see how this plays out here. Yeah, I don't know. Game sucks. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
All right, that insight.
It happens, you know. It happens sometimes, like that. Sam, I mean, that happens often, does it not? People spawn out.
It's because Brack was there.
Yeah, I feel like once they start crossing that line and start applying pressure onto the hill, like spawn outs are.
It's like kind of a 50-50 once like some of the other team is where Brack was, but they just got unlucky for that.
So yeah, he spawns out, and Shotzzy was doing all of this, but bro, even after doing all this, Florida were doing a pretty good job holding on. Hook struggled a little bit early on in this one, which Hook has actually been really consistent for these guys, but he definitely started off a little slow to kick off this hard point. Shotzzy again going into the P3, just putting on an absolute show. I mean, he gets another 3-piece here. Boom. See you later. I mean, this guy was just going insane. Then we get into the P4. I thought Vickle made a great play here. He does a good job just playing his life and playing kills. You can see him find one there. And then look at how Vickle ends up playing this and getting the break here in the P4. It kind of keeps Florida in this a little bit because if OpTic get this time, they build their lead even more. It's good shots from Vickle. Finds one, finds two, finds three, gets them all.
Jesus.
Yeah, Vickle was going nuts.
That was a good shot.
That's just Vickle doing it. He's been great too, man. Vickle's
air buff.
Really good. The air buff?
Hair buff.
Vickle going for hair buff. I thought you said air buff. Yo, his hair's coming in, bro. His hair's coming in, bro. You know what I mean? It looks good too. He was fucking twisted right there, spinning in circles and spraying. But it was back and forth. It was some solo plays from Shotzzy and Vickle. Dashy was kicking up. We pretty much had a tie game going into the second rotation. Florida were able to get some time on that P5, but I want to go into the listening with Florida as we get into the second rotation here and see how the guys from the Florida Mutineers sound. So let's tune in and listen.
I got one. Yo, one dome.
Lay down plant. I'm one shot. Come mid, cap on spawn.
That's good time.
Come mid. Hang on a second.
I'm coming.
He got me. Top dome.
You're right, so Javi. Just try to stay down, get that time. Yo, I'm coming right with you.
I don't see him mid. Take your time. You pushed up somewhere. Take your time, Javi. I'm coming.
Heard you.
I'm netting your top dome. They're holding it from deep. I'm going over you.
No, he dropped up. How dead?
Nice. Good job.
He's top dome.
Nice. Good job. I'm hitting
Low.
Okay, I took it on top broken. He's stunned in time. He has a trophy. I hit it twice. Dome's gonna cut you guys.
You guys pump behind you.
He's back. One shot, Dashy. Hang on a second.
Outer.
He's weak. Oh, there's nothing. Hang on. I'm putting in the back. Dashy's in the back.
One shot, push up. Elbow.
One shot, bro. Elbow. He's going bottom dome. Fast.
Absolute in the back. Red.
30 seconds on this.
Yeah, we're good.
Make sure we hold spawns here. He has not crossed.
Hit from dome.
Here, P3, just in case. I'm wrapping back, copy. I got one mid.
I didn't hear him shock. I'm seeing Cuke shock. Come for low left water.
I'll watch it.
I'll see the track, guys. Let the track.
Yeah, they're going water, so I'm backing up. They're gonna be behind us. I'm in the water. I need the low left water.
Playing aggressive on this.
Yo, he's in the back.
Time weak.
I killed him.
Okay,
I'll get
he's
you.
low.
Alrighty, that's gonna do it for listening. Florida's comms have been pretty good. I mean, I definitely feel like recently they've kicked up. I don't know if they're just hitting momentum or they're hitting a different gear. I mean, what do you guys think it is for Florida? Jesus, your dog must not like Florida, bro.
He's a huge Florida fan.
He's going fucking crazy.
He's a massive Florida fan.
I think they just kind of settled as a team and started really improving on the things they were really struggling at when this team first formed. And unlike LAG,
I think Vickle's been fucking crazy lately too.
Vickle's been crazy, but I think unlike LAG in London, they basically kind of like folded. I think this Florida team's been trying to push through it, and they got to a point where they're a very serviceable team now. They're going to start winners at this event. I think they have good value to maybe get a top 6 or a top 8. So we got to tip the like effort and the attitude and the trying to get better every day, and I think you're starting to see the fruits of that labor.
Also, I feel like obviously they've gotten better at like hard points since like their old team, but like their pacing just looks so much better since all their previous rosters. I think the Vickle Cap SMG dynamic is very good. I feel like Vickle's a little bit more ratty, takes a lot more routes, while Cap is that front line. And then also I think Brack has also sped it up a little bit. I feel like Brack used to be a fucking plant pot. That guy did not move, but I feel like he's gotten a lot better. I think Fellow's doing a good job of kind of commanding the troops and being that like backline and letting Brack, I guess, get a lot more kills. But yeah,
it's so weird hearing you say this.
So much better. Wait, why?
Because this is basically their last event, and then the Spanish squad wipe is coming. So it's just weird to hear this.
Vickle spread his Spanish propaganda.
Supposedly, hasn't been announced yet, but supposedly that's what's happening.
It's the rumor is Miami, right? That Florida changed
Miami Heretics.
Yeah.
Well, still, at the very least, a lot of these people are obviously still trying to, you know, prove that they have value to like other teams. Because I mean, there's other people on these like supposedly better teams that they might prove that they have more value than at this point late in the year.
And then here we go into the P5. I thought OpTic was gonna close it out here actually, but Florida do a good job. It's actually Brack who gets pushed up left. He finds a kill, and then Fellow breaks to the front. He's able to contest, and while he's contesting, OpTic just kind of fall apart. It was just good work from Florida. Just kind of work together, use that teamwork, and fled to the front because they were able to break on in. They slow down OpTic's hold. OpTic does get the last 30 seconds because they just come off spawn. They work some trades, and they were able to get pretty close to winning. So now we go into a third set of hard points. We go into a P1, and Florida, unfortunately, were unable to hold this hard point. We can kind of watch it out and see how it plays out, but it starts with Hook. He's able to get 2 kills. Then Shotzzy hits onto the hill. He finds a third, make that a fourth. And then this turns into a fucking mix fest. Florida were able to get in. Fucking tacks are flying everywhere. Streaks, fucking nades, fucking Clayster vapes everywhere. I mean, this is just fucking nuts. Brucey was doing a good job top dome, mowing down some kills, and they were able to get the W. They were able to flip the spawns and hold on. So, good first map. Very back and forth map from Florida and OpTic. I mean, that was a really good map 1. Take a look at the final scoreboard. Everybody negative from Florida except for Brack, who's only positive 1. I mean, to be honest, for a team that has 3 negative players, thought they did pretty good in terms of the score sheet. But I think Florida's teamwork has really stepped up. And on the other side, Shotzzy 27-18, Dashy 27-19. We're gonna be talking about them a lot this whole series because they just absolutely kicked up. But any thoughts on a first map, guys? Any thoughts at all?
I thought OpTic was taking it easy on him, Tom.
You think so, Slay? You think they were just going through the motions?
I think so.
No. I think Florida's been playing pretty good, Pat, no?
Better.
Yeah, they might be the best team in the league right now. I don't know.
They were in contention this split for #1 seed. Granted, I feel like their schedule might not have been the hardest. It's still tippable, bro.
Brack's fun his teammate there.
Yeah, they shit on Sam pretty bad, so
that is rough.
Yeah, so getting into this S&D.
Yeah, I want to give Capsule some props here in the S&D. First, I think Shotzzy went a little rogue. I really like the play Shotzzy made with the frag here. I thought this was a really good play. He's got that frag. He lights up Vickle, cooks the frag grenade, bounces it almost like a Halo grenade. Takes out Vickle. See you later. Grenade from Shotzzy, but Shotzzy goes a little rogue. Doors open. He like overchows. Capsule takes him down. 2v2 situation. And look at the play here from Capsule. He pops a dead silence and jumps out the window. He finds a gap in the map, and he's able to just get through. I mean, these timings were insane, and he does a good job. I love the play here. He gets the bomb down, and then after he plants the bomb, he jumps on top of his box here and catches one guy slipping over here top map. So just really good plays coming out of Capsule. He was able to come out and get this first round win from Florida Mutineers. So also, did you guys see Florida's tweet, by the way, today? Did you guys see their tweet?
That's dumb.
I was busy. What was it?
That was on it.
Should I go look?
Chris, you would love that shit, Chris.
Should I go look? Mutineers. Yeah, wait, why would I like this?
You'll definitely enjoy the tweet. I don't even know. Yeah.
You need to clean up some things as we head into Major 5. GG's out to Texas. Those boys can shoot. Defeat. What?
Yeah, Kleenex was fucking shaking his hand warmer.
Chris, do you like the tweet or not?
Wait, what tweet? Who? Mutineers?
They might have deleted
the They might have deleted it because it was a little out of pocket for sure.
Yeah, I don't see it.
Capsule was shaking a hand warmer under the desk, and it looked like he was doing a little IE dunk. You know what I mean? And then,
no, okay.
I've seen that before.
Wait. Why would Chris like that?
Because
Yeah, why
Chris,
would
I like
Chris,
that?
Chris,
Why
is just,
would Chris like
Chris
that?
Chris talks very sus.
Need to
sometimes.
finish strong today. OpTic at 4:30.
You know what I'm saying? Chris talks a little sus sometimes.
Well,
you know
Chris,
what
do you like the tweet?
I mean? Well, Chris,
I just liked the tweet on Twitter.
there you go. He liked it, folks. And then we go into the next round. Brucey has a really good round here. He's actually able to find 3 on the round. Brack, he tries to make a play here, and Dashy picks up the 3rd. I mean, good plays from Dashy. He finds 3 kills. He was just hanging around P1 and hanging around rails with that scar. He was making plays. And in this next round, I thought Dashy with the sniper. Love watching this guy snipe. We'll kind of see what he's able to do. Fellow, he's going to try and make a play towards the bomb. Nope. See you later. He gets taken down, and then he hits another one as well. Dashy gets back on that ledge, and take a look at this shot. Can barely see Capsule, but he takes his wig off. Really good shots coming out of Big Brucey with that sniper rifle as OpTic go up 1-2. This round was kind of a slower round from OpTic. They kind of just worked picks, and it ended up playing out for them because Florida tried to make plays P1, and OpTic ended up mowing them down. So it was a good blind counter from OpTic. They just kind of spread the map, wait for Florida to try and make a play, and that's exactly what happened. They were able to get some picks, 4v2 early on. They go up 3-1. This is actually a 2v4 from Florida. We could kind of watch this back and see how it kind of unfolded. What happened to the comms here? Vickle dies top rails. Fellow doesn't even turn. Look, he's just standing there. He's just standing there, bro. I don't know what happened to the comms, but luckily Vickle, he was able to back him up and get a couple kills there. Hook, Shotzzy dove right into Hook's spot. Like, I think Hook was, like, sneaking there. And then Shotzzy just, like, was kind of just dove on top of him. And then it kind of just gave away Hook's position. So it was just good plays out of Vickle. He's able to find 2. And then the last guy, I think that goes down. I think Brucey tries to make a play, but he ends up getting flanked here by Capsule. He ends up reading the gap or reading the setup. Finds 1 2v1 situation. Bomb goes down. Dan goes, he can't clutch it up. Just like that, where it's 2-3. This was actually the do nothing strat. Ben, we've talked about this. We hate to do nothing, but OpTic, they call the streak, but they just don't really do anything off of that. They just kind of stand around, and as I skim through it, you can kind of see how their arrows don't really move, and then they kind of start inching up, and you know, you kind of look at the clock now, and there's only 15 seconds left, and you know, they try and go for that bomb plant, and Florida kind of swarm in on them. Just one of those rounds where I feel like OpTic was just kind of waiting for Florida, but Florida's patience kind of won them the round there.
I hate when people play this map like they're prime Navi on Mirage trying to plant the bomb with like 10 seconds left. You're just not gonna be able to pull it off effectively on this map just because you can watch all the crosses. And I feel like to your point, they should have laid the bomb earlier off the streak.
Yeah, I mean, they called the streak. They got the info. They knew nobody was pushed up. I mean, maybe they were scared of Florida making a play off the streak, like as soon as it crashed. But next round, Shotzzy, he goes rogue. He's in top windows in the first 5 seconds. I mean, this guy just plays super aggressive. He's able to just find one. Dashy finds another one. It's a quick 4v2. It was a pretty comfortable round from them. Shotzzy's really annoying when he gets up there into that top art. Next round, Fellow. Man, what is it with team kills on this map? What's going on here? Every time it's Fortress S&D, people are just team killing each other with nades.
Getting nades, bro.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. Are they just like banking off walls and shit? Like, I don't know what the hell it is.
People like running in front of each other. It's like the breakouts are just getting weird.
Because that hurts them because it's a 3v4 right off the rip. And OpTic, they have the advantage. Shotzzy, Sam, can you take a look? Sam, can you take a look at that, please? Sam, can you take
I don't know what. I'm sorry. It's your stream is just, like behind from you.
This guy Shotzzy just hip fired 2-bulleted this guy with the scar. Like what?
I'm so sorry, Tom. I just don't really have a point of view for that. I think your stream is like buffering or something.
Yeah, it's all right, bro.
I don't know. It's Shotzzy though, so you have to have a sub. But I just can't see it right now. I'm sorry, man.
It's okay, Sam. It's all right. I know you see it. And then
I apologize.
Next round, Brucey. I thought this hit low key. Let me slow this down. It might have grazed his shoulder a little bit. It might have grazed it. Let's slow it down and see if Big Brucey hit this shot and if he got cheesed or not. Because this, to me, maybe it might have grazed over his shoulder here. Let's see. Nah, he got cheesed. He got cheesed, folks. I think he got cheesed. I think he got a little cheese there. I thought he hit the shot. I thought he
That's a tough one.
But for some reason, he didn't get the kill. And the Florida Mutineers are actually able to work an A plan here. They end up backing him up. Capsule makes another play for his first blood. Great plays out of Capsule. I mean, he's always playing super confident. Dashy, he tries to inch up with the sniper. Capsule ends up taking down Shotzzy, trying to push through closed. As soon as Capsule gets that kill, Dashy tries to make a play, but Florida Mutineers, they get the bomb down. Capsule, he goes rogue, jumps the corner, finds one onto Dashy, and Capsule with 2 on the round, makes it a 4v2 situation with bomb down. They're snaking the back headies. It's looking good. And then this is the last round where OpTic were able to close it out. They end up working a little A plant here. It was actually Brack who's able to level the playing field after Vickle goes down. They make it a 3v3 situation, but this round, OpTic, they don't hesitate. They get the bomb down in this one. Hook ends up getting pushed up, and as soon as Hook gets pushed up here, you can see Dashy, he's already setting up for that post-plant position. Capsule, he goes down, but OpTic, they're able to clutch the 2v3. Dashy plays P1. He finds a kill across the map. You can see how OpTic plays it now. I mean, they got the bomb down. All they got to do is stay alive, snake the back caddies. I would have liked to see Capsule jump out here and make a play here. Like, he saw the guy in the back truck. Maybe he thought they had a crossfire or something, so he was scared to jump. But right here, you got the dead silence popped. He might have been able to just jump the window, sneak up on him, and kill this guy in the back heady. I would have taken the risk, to be honest with you.
The minute Brad crossed a bomb, they should have shot the guy in the back. Because then, if Dan slides to his left or to his right, they can team shoot the guy, and from there, they should theoretically be able to try and win that 2v1 with a higher percentage versus Bruce, who actually made a really good play, kind of playing top rails on the stairs, playing like kind of a really good cringe spot. But instead, Florida throw the 2v3 and lose the map.
Yeah, I mean, 13-6 from Shotzzy, man. 9-4 from Dashy. I mean, any thoughts on the map too, guys? Chris, Pat, Sam, any thoughts?
The Shotzzy masterclass.
Oh, Sam, that's crazy.
I can't believe it. I'm so sorry. Pat was right. It's the whole series.
My only
it's Ant and Bruce. Oh my God.
My only takeaway on the map is I felt like there were a couple of rounds where OpTic got bloods and just didn't effectively win the 4v3. Something to work on going forward. They've had that problems at times, sometimes on this map, but they were able to figure it out and able to suss out something like the late action that Florida likes to run on the map, especially once the bomb goes down.
Yeah.
This whole series was just literally just Shotzzy and Bruce just
they were going crazy.
sticking it to Florida.
You guys just want to be pets so bad.
As much as Florida was able, to put up a fight, it didn't matter in the end, bro. These guys were just too much for him.
Yeah. No, it was good plays from them. And then we get into the control. Honestly, this was 5 defense wins in a row. This is how the control ended up playing out. There wasn't really too much I saw other than in the 2-1 round. I didn't like how Florida played this. They had a streak, and we talked about this the other day. But you want to get that bus control, and I got to just find exactly where it was. But they end up calling the streak down. So right here, Vickle calls the streak. They get the information. They finally, because they were getting spawn trapped this whole round. Like, OpTic was just pushed out bus. They were pushed up mid. They were spawn trapping them, and they couldn't kill the guy bus. But finally, they call the streak. They get 2 dead. They back up. Tyler Fellow, you see him start to go towards bus. And then, look, he hits a U-turn, and he goes back towards his base. I want to see him take the space there when the streak's coming down. You have the information. You know they ran off of it. I want him to get that bus control. I want him to push that out. Do you guys agree with that or no?
No, they did nothing with the streak. They were all so spread. They were all taking 1v1s. They weren't in tradable positions. They weren't in a position to even like gain a shred of map control. Not only that, I feel when you call in the streak, like you almost need to get a player onto the point while that streak is still in the air. Or immediately right after, and no one was even relatively close to it.
Especially because they couldn't kill this guy they literally couldn't get bus control. Ghosty was there the whole time locking it down. And finally they called a streak, and it forces Dan to have to back up into that A hut. But they don't take advantage of it. Like, Fellow turns around, he ends up playing like his spawn. I don't know why he turned, because he was running to look. You see his arrow. Look, he's running towards bus. Then as soon as the streak blows up, he turns around. I just want to see him get more aggressive there, get that bus control. Because I think if he could get that bus control and find a kill, they might be able to get onto this 8 point, you know? That's all you got to do is rotate back, get the kills, clear out your base, and at that point, you just need to try and get a wave and try and get on that point. And it ended up not working for them. I just thought that was a little bit of a misplay. And then, of course, we go into the overtime, and this is where, I mean, you could just take a look at the slaying department for OpTic Texas. I mean, they were just able to slay out the rest of the way through. Florida get the B point. But as you skim through it, just look at those white arrows in the bottom left. I mean, Dan Ghosty does not move from the bottom left of the map. And OpTic continually off that spawn just keep flooding it out. They just keep flooding.
Tom, they were playing with their food, man. They were playing with their food. I know
we
said this was
close. You think they're
close.
getting their stats up, Slay?
I think they're playing with their food, Tom. They're having a good time. They knew coming into this they were 4-0. This was another 5-0.
I can't believe they dropped Dashy, bro.
By the way, first time ever. Oh, Sam, can you believe that?
They dropped
wow.
Dashy,
I can't believe they dropped Dashy, bro.
Wow.
That's insane.
That 2-piece you guys showed on screen briefly was basically like secured on the map. That dash, I don't know if you can go back to it, but it was a pretty nasty 2-piece where
that's right.
They just basically failed to trade him.
Yeah.
And if he doesn't get that, it probably creates a
Agreed,
completely different scenario.
Nah, it's good shots. He's got the crack.
He hits
on
3
deck,
here.
bro.
He got 1. It's a staggered 2. It's a staggered 3-piece, but he got 1 and then got double chowed and just shit on both of them. So
guy's literally beaming.
He closes
bro.
it out for him. He closes it out for him for sure.
And they were gonna drop that guy.
Yeah, no, that guy's literally fucking.
They did drop that guy, Pat. They did.
Twice, bro.
Twice.
Nah,
Can't believe it, bro. Insane.
Speaking of twice, OpTic now go 5-0 twice. First team ever to do it.
That's
yeah,
crazy.
I mean,
first team ever to do it.
Yeah, no one's
wow.
ever done this CDL. They haven't lost a match online since March, I think. I mean, they're just playing at another level right now, and we've talked about with OpTic, they're firing all game modes. They just got to do it on a Sunday, and they're gonna, parlay this heavy favorite into being the number 1 team going to champs. If they
I do want to, start a dialogue here.
Okay.
This is going back to Chris's point. So obviously that's now 2 seasons in a row where OpTic have not dropped a single series online. But on LAN,
stages, not seasons.
2 stages, my bad.
Hey, never lost it.
But on
never
LAN,
lost a lot ever.
But on LAN, that's just not the case when they get to the grand final. So
They got second twice. That's not the same narrative, you moron.
Listen, it sounds
I don't know, guys. I think Pat's making some valid points right now.
Sounds real
It's
similar
not the
to me,
same
Sam.
as a team going undefeated in a
I don't know,
stage
Chris.
and
I think you
getting
just
to the
got to get on
finals
board with
twice.
Pat here. I think he's
I
making
don't
a
know.
lot of good points.
You gotta
Sam, I'm not buying your fucking
X-Defiant.
Sam, sound EQ in a final might help a lot.
I can't believe it. X-Defiant.
I mean, look, here's what I'll say to it. Again, I think OpTic right now don't have a lot of major weaknesses. Yeah, there's a map 2 or there that they need to work on, but it's just keep grinding this tournament out. I think it's going to be a very interesting winners bracket with teams like Florida and Vegas and Rocker probably in that top 8. So we'll see if there's any upsets in that. But for OpTic, it's just about when you get to the weekend, just getting it done against probably likely Toronto or FaZe, or knowing Sam's fucking team, they're probably going to make the losers bracket run. They're also going to be there on Sunday. So
I'd suck my own balls.
31-20 from fucking Dashy. Jesus Christ. 34-23 from Ant. I mean, they continue to just go absolutely fucking insane. I see some people talk about Illy playing H right now in the chat. I mean, that's interesting. I feel like we haven't seen much from Illy at all this year. So.
Playing S&D 8s, bro. Who cares?
I thought it was I thought it was respawn 8s. Oh, okay.
No,
it's
playing the
S&D 8s.
S&D 8s with Drozler and Prolute. Who cares,
okay.
man?
Yeah. I thought
Jesus.
Damn, Chris, damn.
Wait, that's your teammate, Sam.
Bro, it doesn't matter. This has no implications for the rest of the season. No one cares.
Listen, the first time in the flank history, we will be skipping a series.
Thank God.
Oh my God.
This LAG Toronto series was not it, and to be honest with you, Scrap pretty much sums it up in the interview. So let's tune into the interview with Sir Scrappy.
Somebody. I know. That was like a no dope series. Just absolutely I need some dopamine to play. Like those guys are like, what is going on, bro? What is going on?
Yeah, well, that series is done, and I just want to talk about the future for you, though, Scrap, because you guys are one of the few teams to walk away with the trophy this year. You've already made bank. You're staying in the top 3, top 5 in everyone's discussions. But where do you see yourself right now? How do you see the league stacking up?
Yeah, so, I'll probably say, OpTic's probably the best team right now. Obviously, they beat us. They beat everyone else. So, I would probably put them. But, I don't think we're far behind. We've been putting a lot of work in this stage, our home major. And, we're going to come out for the major as high as we can.
Scrap, for you guys have been pretty great this season. I mean, picking up a championship, you're the front runner for Rookie of the Year, and I feel like recently you've entered the discussion for the MVP on the season in general. If you guys have a good ending these next couple of events, what does that mean to you? The community sort of putting your name up there with some of the best that we have in the scene, and is that something that has sort of been in your mind a little bit? Like you have the opportunity to get the MVP, Rookie of the Year, and win champs.
Yeah, it's cool. I can't say I'm surprised. I knew I was going to come into the league and be the best at the player I could be. It's cool. It's cool to see my name up there with some of the best players in the league. But, I'm just trying to come win championships, and whatever comes after that will be cool.
Scrap, I wanted to ask you a little bit about the future. Right now, you are in the running for Rookie of the Year here at the Call of Duty League, but our season's wrapping up at the end of June. Are you going to go competitive in Warzone? What are we doing in the off season? Too early to talk?
You know, I'm a kind of like, I like playing S&D. S&D's always been my, you know, bread and butter. I love playing in the off season. Probably go back to some old games. I might dabble in some Warzone, but you know, it's kind of what I'm feeling. I don't know, maybe vacations, maybe, you know, Cancun might be in the works. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
I just need a live stream, bro. I want to hear you talking to strangers. All right, that is Scrap. Another dub here in our Monster Winter Spot.
All right, that's gonna do it for the interview with this moron, Scrappy.
You guys asking about the off season. We got 2 events left.
Yeah, we're still
Fucking faded for that one.
We still got a lot of time left. But yeah, honestly, the series, we could talk about it a little bit, but Toronto just 3-0 wiped them. It wasn't even close. I
didn't, like, what was the actual map count or the score? Yeah, deadass. You said Cancun. What was the actual maps? I didn't watch any of it.
Started off on
Did
an
they
Embassy.
actually just get slammed?
Yeah, it was pretty bad. Embassy Hardpoint was the first map. It was a pretty comfortable win from Toronto. Second map was pretty close. It was 6-4 victory for Toronto Ultra. But they were able to close it out. Toronto, of course, and then in LSC Control was a 3-0 sweep. It was a pretty quick map. Pretty quick map for sure. It was a quick series. It was a quick series.
No
there
dope
wasn't,
for Scrappy.
yeah, there was no dopamine in the series. A lot of people want us to skip it. I mean, we might do that in the future. We go over a lot of series. Obviously, we'll recap, but I mean, do you guys have any?
No point talking about that one, bro.
Yeah, there just wasn't much.
Bro, the team is chalk.
Bro, if you want to know how the series went, like earlier on today, someone tweeted out a stat that like OpTic hasn't planned a bomb like at all this year in the CDL.
Wait, what?
Yeah, he hasn't planted one bomb
plans
until today.
He's never planted the bomb this year?
I think he saw the stat.
He saw the tweet. He saw
That's
tweet
crazy.
and started running bomb today. That's how the series went.
Wait, that's crazy.
Yeah, I think he saw the tweets and.
Not even like an accidental clutch like bomb.
Nope.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Exceed was up to like 5 a.m. playing like a co-ed switcheroo S&D tournament, which he won. But like,
wait, if he won it, that could be
cared.
some cash though.
It was cash. He won it, but I'm saying
There you
like,
go.
They don't care. It's over.
That's crazy.
Honestly,
It's over with.
Alex said that he would have gotten a bomb plant earlier in the year, but Shotzzy wallbanged him from Barber, bro. Do you remember that on Mercado?
Oh, through the Mercado.
He wallbanged him across the map through that fucking
That's
window
crazy.
glitch
And
spot.
stealing his one bomb plant.
Yeah, dude, that's insane, bro.
Insane.
But
Wait,
yeah,
so did he get one today?
Yeah, he got one. He planted today.
Oh, okay.
So I think he saw saw everything. And it was like, fuck,
Not
give
even
me
like a bomb. Not even like a pick up the bomb, lay in the round, like plan
what I
it,
was
like in a
saying.
2v2, like none.
But then we hop into the last and final series of the day. This was a banger. We got Atlanta FaZe going up against the Boston Breach. Fortress Hardpoint, Embassy S&D, Hotel Control, Hotel Hardpoint, Hotel Search and Destroy. I mean, guys, any thoughts on the vetoes as we head into the map number 1? Any thoughts?
I thought it was interesting we saw this for the triple hotel. It kind of makes sense sort of looking through it, but I thought there was a lot of opportunity for Boston, maybe on the back end of the series, because we know that FaZe has been kind of iffy on control. We know Boston loves Hotel Hardpoint, but I thought today was just a simp show, man. I think Chris made some big plays, especially on the map 4, and on a day where Abizi was not having his best, the other part of the Tiny Terrace stepped up.
Yeah, no, I definitely. That's a great point, Ben. I think when one slacks, right, like the other one picked it up, and Simp definitely showed out, especially in the map number 4, which we'll get to, because that was fucking tippable from Simp. But
you're saying slacked, and shout out Josiah Berry. It's his birthday today. Sorry for cutting off.
No problem. He's in the chat.
No, I was just giving him a shout out.
Oh, shout out to
Slack. Because you said Slack. You said Slack, so I was,
Oh, yeah,
and the joke didn't work out. It was an L joke.
I get it now. I'm just a moron.
Happy birthday, Jerry.
Not a Lynn.
I get it now. I thought he was in the chat, though. Yeah, happy birthday to Josiah, man. It's
Yeah, what the fuck was this hard point, by the way? Especially that ending, bro.
Yeah, we're gonna. I'm gonna skim
absurd.
through it real quick. There's a few things I just want to talk about. One, I want to give Boston their props on this P4 setup, because they have like a full 60 here, and I thought for a P4 that was pretty fucking tippable. I mean, Sam, it's pretty hard to hold a full 60 on this P4 now.
Yeah, I mean, there's a million lanes and a million different
so
trades that could happen. Yeah, both hops, P2, P1, bottom art.
And the way they were able to play it, just let it play out. I mean, you can see how they have all the lanes cut off, and they just do a good job winning some fights. They were able to get through, but Vivid finds 2. It's a clean wipe, and then I love the little creddy spot from Beans here. I thought this was a really good spot here from Beans. Able to find 2 and pretty much lock down a lot of time there from Boston. They get a pretty fat lead, but it doesn't last very long, because as we head into the P5 rotation, Atlanta FaZe, they're able to flip these spawns quick. Abizi finds 2, Slasher finds 1, and FaZe off those rotational gunfights were able to get those P2 spawns and flip out Boston Breach into that spawn trap. So coming off a really good P4, Boston unfortunately wasn't able to hold on, and they kind of get put in a fucking blender here. And FaZe were able to bring it back after Boston getting a full 60. FaZe is able to do it right back to them. And, of course, we got the listening from the Boston Breach. So I want to tune in with the listening. We know the infamous Boston Breach listenings. Let's tune in.
Open up.
I was open at the bottom. Yeah, you told me what's in the
Yeah, three shit. Don't fuck. Noisy, behind. Take a leak deep.
Yeah,
I'm watching out. Okay, in the back. Two backstairs.
Back up.
There's two backstairs.
Yeah,
I'm backing up here.
Save
I got double.
Yeah, I'm saving my
Go.
Yeah, give my spin.
I'm about to repinch P1. What's P1 on me? What's bench? Yeah.
They went so quiet right there for a second.
Open. I'm gonna spawn out probably. Open. I'm done. Yo, they could spawn close front. Be careful. It's a big spawn there.
Yeah, what's spawning?
Yeah, I spawn on P1.
They could run me front.
There's
two front me. Almost there. There's running
Bottom are busy. Okay. He ran out.
Yeah, I
I'll put you on master. I'm gonna come master with you.
This is your biggest sign.
Alrighty, that's gonna do it for the listening for the Boston Breach. What did you guys think?
Bro, he's so locked in right now. He said, I got two because like it's the two of them died in front of him, and then he corrected himself. He's like, no, I got one. I was like, what? What's the
There's no point. There's no point to say that.
No point. Who cares, bro? They both died.
And then of course the dead comms, right? The whole chat.
My whole chat spamming dead, bro.
They always do when we go into a Boston Breach listening. They're a bunch of trolls.
Hey, the deads be hitting though. We're on the dead train too.
Yeah, and then bro, listen, we get into an absolute blender here at the end of this one. So FaZe, they have Boston in the trap, but kind of look how FaZe. They end up losing this here. Like Boston, they end up flipping out here. FaZe, they just all die, and nobody's really blocking those spawns. You can see how a couple kills go down, and at this point, it's just whoever gets that first spawn, right? Because FaZe got those first set of kills and those spawns were open, Boston ends up getting those P2 spawns. And now we go into another rotation of hardpoints. And I think Slasher makes a good play here, like staying out and trying to hold P1. He's able to find one. But MC, he ends up dying from a guy Maps. Sampy's making plays. I think FaZe, they only needed 5 seconds. I mean, they just had to get somebody in the hard point, man. They just had to rotate over. Look how FaZe ends up playing this. I mean, they have 3 guys in rails. They're not really getting to that hard point. They're just kind of roam slaying. And I understand why. Like, they're trying to get kills. Like, they don't just want to force that hard point and all die, and then they lose the map. But I'm screaming right now, like, get the hill, get the fucking hill, please, just get on the hill. You can see how the spawns flip in, and then this is where I'm like, oh, God, here we go. The spawns flipped. Big Wake finds 3. He goes absolutely nuts. It's a clean 4 wipe.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Somehow, some way, I don't even know how FaZe was able to just waltz out of gate and break this. I mean, this
hold on. I got to analyze this one.
Well.
We got to break this one down. This is insane.
So for...
Oh.
Vivid so a few things here.
Wait, Reese is moving,
yeah,
bro.
a few things. I think Reese needs to hold maps, and I think the guy in Hill needs to chow.
No, the guy on Hill needs to be looking mid, and Reese needs to be sitting on the box where he ran past.
But you think the guy, in Hill should be looking mid?
Yeah, because then he could look mid and top maps, and there's no way that he could die. Or the guy on time could also look gate, but the guy P2, the guy P5 is also looking bottom map, so he can't die on Hill.
Number 3 and number 2 can just crossfire maps in like P5 area.
Yeah.
Number 4 needs to just watch gate.
Yes.
But at the same time, hey, there's 4 dead, and we need 10 seconds to win.
Pin him.
Why are we blocking a spawn when they're all alive? Why block spawn? They're all alive. They're all in one spot. Why blocks? Why block spawn?
I just think right here.
Why not help teammate?
I think personally, like,
what the hell are you trying to sound like?
Yeah, I don't know. All good.
Why are we not? Never
Yeah,
mind.
The play
Why
sent
are
Chris
we-
off the edge. I don't know what's going on.
Why block spawn? Just play the fucking kills, play tight around the hill.
Why
and if
use
you
many
get
word
kills
when few
and
do
it's
trick, bro?
staggered, then back up.
Yeah.
You're gonna win the game.
I think if anything too, if he's gonna play like that, like the guy in Hill could chow, like he's got a guy behind him, just hold gate, like hold an L trigger, like bro.
I mean, they just can't let him out of gate at any cost. It doesn't matter who was watching it or where. Like they could have done 4 different setups, but they
Chance was
just
cooking beans
yeah.
here. Chance was cooking beans during the game. He doesn't think Beans should just be chilling open like that. He thinks he should be collapsing.
Yeah, mid cast. He's like, why is Beans open?
Yeah. Let's tune in. Let's go to a quick listening.
Flood through. You want to go through gate? You're gonna get cut off and killed. Atlanta FaZe might have just dropped the ball.
Oh, the ball is down. It's rolling up the hill. You got to run and chase that bad boy. Fly towards the ball.
Why is Beans open?
Graham finds another kill. The point is safe. Slasher dives in. Can anybody get the retire?
Nah, bro, that's not on Beans at all, man. That is insane. That's not on Beans whatsoever. That makes Beans the way that his teammates play that makes Beans look horrible.
Yeah, but we can take a look at the final score.
That's crazy.
Slash has been playing great.
Chance is
28 and
hilarious.
16, 25 and 22 from
With
MC.
215 in Hill.
Slash
too.
has been great for
LeBron
these guys,
numbers.
man. He's been doing really good. Any final thoughts on the map one? It was a nail biter, and it was an interesting one to say the least. Any thoughts?
It was a case of, if you always talk with COD, you want to make the least mistakes, and it was an absolute troll fest at the end of the game. And I guess FaZe is the one that kind of netted out with the least amount of mistakes. And then we had to sort of embassy search, and we know Boston. They're actually really good this map recently. We know FaZe's strength, so this is going to be an exciting one. And I think Boston got a little bit frustrated mid-map, Tom.
Yeah, this was the only round they won. Boston wins the first round on a defense. FaZe just kind of run at them. They get a pretty easy defense. Boston, they start things off hot. Doesn't last very long. Get into the next round. Simp, he gets a 2-piece nade on the cross. It's a 4v2 to start things off. And obviously, FaZe, they just hold after a good start off a 2-piece nade from Simp. So they're able to tie it up at 1. This next round, I'm not really too sure what the play was from Beans here. I mean, it's a 2v2 situation. It's Vivid and Beans. Beans goes a little rogue here with the snipe. Look at what he does here with the snipe. He tries the absolute world star with the snipe. He tries the quickscope Slasher. Slasher takes him down. 2v1 situation. Reese, he ends up getting some bad timing here too. He tries to kill Austin across the map with that Vaz. He ends up shooting. He goes down. We get into the next round. Love the strat here from FaZe. MC finds a blood. I think he ends up getting blooded right back. Boston, they hork all their nades top AC. Boom, 3v3 situation. But take a look at Simp, man. He does not hesitate. He pops the dead silence, and he just lets it go. He just runs right through PD. Nobody's watching the flank. He's able to find one. His duo is right there with him, Abizi. And it's another quick round as they just pounce on Beams with that sniper rifle. Again, Ben, you talk about it all the time, man. The sniper's not working. I think they got to start putting it away, start switching things up. But he continued to snipe pretty much the whole way through. He might have put it away a couple rounds. Yeah, I think he put it away this round. But he brought it back out again, I know, towards the end of the game. Go to the 1-3 round. FaZe, they do a little rush play here. And then MC somehow just hits a random wall bang. He just randomly sprays through the wall and finds one onto Vivid trying to flank. So just really good heads up play.
I would say that I think MC probably tried to wall bang because in a previous defensive round, Reese flanked top office, and I guess
it's a common spot. I mean, he was just pre-frying just to see if he was there, you know, and he ended up just connecting, and it was a really good play from MC. A little rush plant B bomb from FaZe, and they're able to get the job done. And then we get into this round. Beans, he goes fucking rogue this round. He just runs at him. He finds one, and he ends up getting traded here. Beans gets the car bomb. MC's able to level the playing field back up with a nade of his own, but it was actually Simp who actually makes the play here. MC does a good job staying alive. You can see MC, he's actually... he climbs the ladder here, and then you can see it was actually Krem trying to make a play through mid-alley. MC spots him, and instead of challenging, MC just ends up playing his life, doesn't overchow, doesn't do anything too crazy. And then as soon as he gets that info, Simp is going to make the play. I'm sure the call-outs came in. Simp goes top PD. He turns the corner, finds one. And then there's another one right here trying to rush him up the stairs. He finds another one, Simp. He really started to kick up here in the second half of the series, bro. He was going crazy. And then on the last offense phase, they just slow it down. They're able to work some picks. You can kind of see now it was Kremp who ends up getting first blooded from Slasher. Slasher loves working picks, man. That's what Slasher does in the SD.
Spread and get some fucking info.
Yeah, that's what Austin. Austin's been saying that for years, man. He loves spreading the map and getting picks, and then using that information to make a play. And to be honest, I like that. I like that style too. Just spreading the map, try and get a kill, and then once you get a kill, make a play off it. And that's what FaZe do. They use their numbers.
He has a perfect team to execute that strategy too. We know how good this team has been probably in the history of the CDL in terms of making mid-round decisions. And
you think they're the best S&D team ever?
They're really good at search for sure.
I think the trio of Cilium, Simp, and Abizi, when they're done, will be the best S&D team of all time.
No, I mean like this iteration of FaZe right now, like with Austin on the team.
Better than Modern for 2019's S&D. They were really good that year in search for sure. The CDL.
I feel like the argument could be made, bro.
Yeah, it's hard to say. To be honest with you, it's hard to say. They're both teams are really good at search. I just think that definitely the trio, and then you add Austin to the equation. I mean, they're just good. They're just good search players. Any final thoughts, guys, on the map too? FaZe, they've run through that one pretty quickly. It was a pretty quick map. Wasn't too much to talk about. And then the control. I mean, first, go ahead. Any thoughts, guys? Any thoughts on map two other than FaZe?
Oh, this control is comedy though.
I'm looking up best S&D stats of all time.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, look it up, Slay. See what you come up with.
Curious.
Guys, I don't know what the fuck's going on with FaZe and their control, but this round was so quick. I literally hit 2 clicks on the right arrow, and it already went through the round. I mean, Boston, they get a perfect break off. They cap B right off the rib. You can kind of see how it plays out. They just rush bed. They all rush through couches in bed. They get a clean wipe, and they're able to cap the B point right off the bat. Atlanta FaZe not able to do anything about it. The pinch comes in from Simp, but Boston kill feeds all green. Beans is going crazy. They cap B. Then they rotate over to A. Thought Boston kill horde a little bit right here. Thought they would definitely kill horn. FaZe was still somehow to get it. I mean, Boston got so many fucking kills and they still didn't cap it. But luckily, FaZe, they get in there. They're able to hold on a little bit. But Boston, they come right back. They're able to work some trades. They got a lot of time left to get one take. So Boston, they go up 1-0. Abizi, everybody's cooking them. Everybody's trolling them.
This is a Tyler Abizi masterclass, baby.
Tyler Abizi masterclass. Boston here on the defense are able to just work kills and they pin FaZe back, and FaZe weren't even able to get on any points here. I mean, this map was going by so quick I didn't even know what I was watching. Boston with another quick round here in the defense. They go up 2-0. This was actually the only round FaZe was able to win, which was a defensive round, which we could just kind of skim through it. Boston capped that 8 point, but FaZe were able to clutch up and hold that B point. It was not clean. It got a little sketchy here. I thought it was gonna be a 3-0 for Boston. You can see them stacked on a point. They got 2 guys on there. MC's kind of has to go big here. He finds one. Simp jumps on there, finds another one. And then you can see the trades just going back and forth. I mean, FaZe they definitely squeezed this one right by him. This was a really close round, but FaZe was able to hold on. Boston wasn't able to get in there. BZ with a couple kills, MC with 1. I thought when Vivid was contesting here and I saw guys coming from couches, I thought this one might have been chalk, but BZ, he ends up getting a nice little pinch, finds 2. MC with that final kill. FaZe win 1 round, but then we go into the 2-1 round, and this is where Boston were able to close it out on a defense. FaZe with a quick A cap, but Boston the whole round just able to hold that bedroom control, constantly wrapping back to double desk, and FaZe just were unable to get onto this B point. Boston do a good job just holding their lanes, filling in those gaps like bedroom side, and not giving any map control to FaZe the whole round. They just do a good job playing their lives, playing kills. Boston make the control look pretty easy. Take a look at the final scoreboard: 27-17 from Beans. He had a fantastic map. 29-14 from Reese Vivid. On the other side, everybody pretty much just having a really bad map from Atlanta FaZe. Simp 21-21 was the best stat line for them. Any thoughts on the control, man? Ben, I know you've been saying FaZe have been struggling with their control a little bit. What do you think's going on with these guys?
I mean, bro, they've been 50-50 pretty much in control all year, and I know at Boston, that's when they kind of mastered their control. They're going to do the same again in one of these last 2 events, because it's just almost like daily what you're going to get with this team on control. They're either going to grind out these matches or they're just going to get railed in control. And today, unfortunately, they didn't bring their A game.
Yeah, I mean, Pat, Chris, Sam, any thoughts on the control? Any final thoughts as we head into the Simp Masterclass, the map 4?
Get us into the masterclass.
Get some masterclass, bro. Like, we just end it.
Get it
Wrap
there.
It up.
My fucking neck.
Yeah, then we get into the masterclass. Back and forth map. P3 went Boston's way, but it's actually the P4 where FaZe was able to get, or actually the P3, excuse me, where FaZe was able to get a pretty good break here. I don't even know how they were able to get the break. It was Simp who was here by himself. He was trying to go rogue, but he falls. You can kind of see how it all plays out. Abizi was able to find one. I like how Abizi doesn't just jump in there. He waits for his teammates to come off spawn, and then they hit it together instead of just running at him. So it was a good break from Atlanta FaZe. Uses their teamwork. They're able to bring it back a little bit. Then we go into the P4. I was a little confused here from FaZe's comms. Because you can see it's, I think it was Simp, or who runs all the way back? Yeah, it's Simp. He turns the corner. He puts shots into Reese. He sees him run through the back hole, but MC doesn't look at it. Look. MC doesn't turn. Like, where were the comms there? Do you think it was a communication problem? Did MC not hear him? Did he black out? Did Simp not call it out?
I mean, it's either Chris didn't call it out or MC blacked out.
One or the other.
Two.
Yeah.
One or the other.
One or the other for sure. I'm not really too sure what was going on there. We got a FaZe listening. Down to tune in to the FaZe listening because they were turned in this one. So let's tune in to Atlanta FaZe and see how the guys were sounding over on the FaZe side. Let's tune in.
In Atlanta FaZe.
3 here. Yo, listen, Awakening spawn spawn. Awakening spawn spawn.
There's two more there.
No. Beans, close back there. Right there.
I think Awakening spawn deep.
He's beans, in beans, I think. Dove in the corner, it's two beans.
I'm helping him.
Bottom bed, I think, bro.
Heard you. In beans,
Beans, weak.
Beans corner, two beans.
Beans corner, lights.
In the corner.
Lights, neighbor. Lights. Mid-desk. Mid-desk B. He's still behind the mid-desk beans.
Mid desk, one's on time, one shot.
Front shot.
He's on time and one's in the mid desk, one shot.
I'll head back. Hold on.
Beans.
He's trying to stay
One's cam. Lights.
Beans, dead.
Nice. Mid-desk,
I don't see mid desk laying down my side dead.
Cam dead. Nice.
Okay, let's go. Spawning clock.
Heard that.
I have time.
We're gonna hit this one more time.
Dub. Awakening.
Oh, the hell.
He wants couches too, I
That's
think.
good.
On couches. I'll change the cam channel.
Others are trying to get bed.
Beans.
Oh, yeah.
Others one top line. It's one everywhere, bro.
Yeah, they did. I'm top bed. I'm holding top bed.
I'll play kills here. Alright, I'm with you, bud.
He just got bed on me, bro.
I need to bed, sir.
Main. Oh, streak, right? Yeah, I can streak here.
Okay. I want to touch it. He's on
Breaking 2, 1, 2.
Wait.
Eldas, push it out.
Alright, that's gonna do it for the Atlanta FaZe listening. They always have a lot of energy. I feel like their listenings are always just like fucking chaos, bro.
Nah, I know FaZe playing boss on this map because they call Freezer beans.
Dude.
They call the left side,
beans.
In kitchen, like the cider,
Well,
they call it
baked.
beans.
Aren't there baked beans? And there's beans in there.
Yeah, there's
right?
beans in there, so they say beans is beans.
Beans.
Yo, beans is beans, bro. And this is where Sim just starts to kick up, man. I mean, he's been kicking up. I mean, he's 34-17, but he super kicks up here. He ends up with 42 here. Atlanta FaZe, they were able to hold on to this P4 hard point. We could kind of just let it play out and see how they rotate on over, but they were able to break on into this P5. You can see Boston, they get there early. Simp, he's gonna jump the corner, finds one onto Big Wake, and then he just makes his move. He sees Slasher playing around kitchen. He knows that guy old is probably gonna play their side, play Jules' side, and try and pinch on in. So you can see how they work the pinch here. Simp continues to fry on in. He finds a couple kills, and then the floods come in. MC, he gets there. He's able to find one. And he's able to play his life a little bit here as well and buy some time for his teammates. He finds another one before he dies, and then take a look at Simp here. Finds one, throws a tactical down, able to play his life pretty good here. And then he just goes absolutely insane. MC gets his left. He jumps into the hill. Simp finds one. It's a clean wipe. Good breaks, good floods, good trades. And then Simp, he gets pushed up, and he continues to go here. You can see Boston, they try and flood through Freezer. Big Wake, he's the first one. Boom, boom. How you doing? Goodbye. Take it easy. Forget about it. Boom. And Simp just absolutely world stars him.
You killed him faster than he could react with a knife out.
Yeah.
What gun he got?
He got a Vaz, Nevin. He went 18 with that Vaz, Nevin. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, he was frying it. This highlights the problem when you get that kitchen side and like that flood situation. Like that, it's so much easier for the other team that's spawning on like the P4 side. Just cut through middle and really cut your spawns off when you're coming through kitchen. And I just thought, dude, like Boston wasn't able to pinch, really didn't get in a great position to pinch middle until they basically lost full control of the hill. And even then, Simp was going crazy.
Beans
getting,
was
like,
trying
4 kills
to. Beans
middle.
was trying to do it
34
all, bro.
untraded was crazy.
Yeah,
Beans was also trying to do it all.
More untraded than their other team's best player had kills to begin with.
Yeah,
that's
that's
different.
That's crazy.
Beans was fighting for his
different.
life. He was an actual war. He went positive 10.
You're back.
Fucking most damage. 2 minutes in hill. 23 untraded. He was fighting for his life, bro. Like, he got no help.
He was. Good to see Simp really kicking up, because Abizi did have a rough day today. I mean, Abizi's been frying all year. He was due for a stinker of a day, and he just had a rough one. So really, really good series from the FaZe guys. They end up winning the series 3-1. Boston Breach fall. Let's take a look at tomorrow's matches and see what's going on here, folks. Let's see who we got. Let me just skim through. We got the standings here. We got London. Oh man, my bad, Sam. Let me skim through this real quick. Hold on, Sam. We don't want to show that, Sam.
What the fuck is wrong with you guys?
My bad, bro. I didn't mean to show
what the
that.
fuck is wrong with you guys? We got the Blow It Up Bowl at 4:30 p.m. Eastern. Be there, be square, bro.
The blow it up on. You're the defending champ, Sam. What are you blow it up on? Take a look here at the matches tomorrow. We got Minnesota going up against Toronto. I mean, this is a big matchup for Minnesota. They need this win tomorrow. They need it. They need these points. They have Vegas right on their tail. They have to get a W here. And then, of course, they're going up against Toronto Ultra. I'm going to go on board with Toronto Ultra. I think they're going to win 3-2. I think Toronto will close it out. I don't know. Should I go with an upset here with Minnesota because there's so much on the line? And Toronto maybe, like, I don't know. Maybe they don't really have, I don't know. I'm sure TJ's probably in Scrappy's ear right now or something like, yo, you got to win that shit tomorrow and this and that. Like, you got to get paid.
Yeah, I feel so bad for Vegas. We have given every team that we have needed to beat just like free points.
Yeah, you're talking them up, Sam. You're talking them up.
So bad.
I need to go help out my Uber driver. Can I bang through my predictions?
Yeah, bang through your predictions.
Help out your Uber driver?
They're completely lost. But I got Toronto 3-1 over Rocker.
And you got to hit a putt.
I got Sam and them. I will make the putt when I get back. I got Sam and them getting a 3-0.
Nice,
and
thanks, man.
then Boston 3-1 tomorrow. And you guys will talk about the Wardy thing. But I think Boston will get that done. I'll be right back.
All right. Yeah, let's.
You just want to all do them that way? Yeah.
Yeah, we can all do them that way. I'm gonna go Toronto Ultra 3-2 against Minnesota. I'm gonna go LA Thieves 3-0 against the London Royal Ravens, and I am going to go 3-1 New York Subliners against the Boston Breeze. It's weird because New York's playing with a sub tomorrow. Actually, I'll go 3-1 Boston Breeze just for the sole fact that New York is just playing with a sub tomorrow, and they're just playing with a sub just to simply.
Isn't Wardy also like an actual sub? Like
he's been a sub
player?
He's done his best on a sub. Yeah. So.
Yeah, it's
okay.
It's little. It's just weird. What do you guys think about that?
I mean, someone's running an AR that doesn't run one tomorrow, so.
Yeah, it's just weird. Like, what do you guys think about sending in a sub just to get some reps?
This is not the time nor the place for that, bro.
Yeah, I agree. Like, it's not
this
the
is
time
not
nor
the time
the place.
nor
Why
the
now?
place for that. This is your last match in a
but
non-scrim competitive setting going into a major tournament. I could be playing fucking anyone. It does not matter, bro. I don't care if I am 5-0, haven't lost a map yet. I'm not playing with a different person on my roster.
Sam. I see the Bulldog in the chat. He said he's running the flags. I mean, Bulldog.
Nah, bro. Like, that's just that. Like, I respect it. From Wardy's perspective, because it's really good exposure for him to play in the league. But bro, you're going into a major 5 tournament, like last match. Like,
he's in the
this
Sunday
is not
of
the
a
time.
cup. Like, is he gonna be able to play his cup matches? Like,
Listen, bro, I don't respect it at all.
No. Unless Caesar is like genuinely cannot play, which the way that New York is making it out to be is that this is like a voluntary thing that they're just putting him in. This isn't like a Caesar can't play situation.
Even if Caesar was throwing up, I don't respect it at all. Play the game.
Yeah, it's a pretty insane decision. I can't lie.
But you're saying if he was sick to play the game?
Yeah.
What? All right.
Well,
I played the game, no sleep, stitches in my head.
Here we
Still beating the best teams in the world.
Yeah, you fucking did, Pat. Who'd you fucking beat too?
Listen, this era is soft, Sam. It's soft.
That ass, bro. Stitches in your hand. 75 of them, Pat.
He was bleeding. He was bleeding on the man. He was fucking bleeding, this guy.
I gotta carry the gimmick, Chris. I'm sorry.
Chris, go through your predictions, bro. Who do you got?
Ultra 3-0, LA Thieves 3-0, New York Subliners 3-0. Fuck it.
That's fucking crazy.
What the fuck?
I tip that. That's insane. I like that, Chris.
Pat, who do you got, Pat?
I got
Honeymoon.
Ultra 3-1.
It's a honeymoon period.
I'm gonna go game 5.
Oh, it's a grueler.
Ravens beat Thieves.
My God, it's a grueler. Pat, after everything I've done for you this episode, that's insane. Pat, after everything we've been through in the last 45 minutes, that's fucking insane.
That's
I take it all back, Pat. You're an absolute moron.
Thieves are gonna be up late with the Chinese Rosetta Stone.
Stand you, motherfucker. That's
They're not
crazy.
gonna get enough sleep.
Do we see this? This is criminal.
That
I've been on your side the whole episode. Yo, X Defiant sucked when I played that shit. I had no fun.
No, it did. You loved it. You were DMing me. Don't lie. Don't lie.
Yeah.
And then I got New York beating
That's
the Breach.
insane, bro. Nah, go fuck yourself, man.
All right, Sam, you
I
doing
got the
predictions?
Thieves 3-2.
No, I'm not doing no predictions.
All righty, Ben, sink the fucking pot, Ben. Sink this shit. Ladies and gentlemen, Ben Genesee. We can't see it. Ben Genesee, step it up to the plate. Let's see if you can sink this pot, ladies and gentlemen.
Everything we've been through in the last 45 minutes.
I said I got you. I said I got you.
2.2 million on Ben
kidding,
making it. 2.6 million on him making it. 1.6 million on him not making. Oh my God, he steps up to the plate. He just sinks it in 2 seconds. Look at this guy. Does he got the dogs out today? Nah, he's got the slippies on.
We got to get him a bigger putter.
This is getting too easy for him, bro. This is too easy for Ben. It's getting too easy for you now, bro. We're gonna have to start leveling up these challenges, bro. We gotta give you something nothing else to do,
I start making a bunch, and we got to make it harder on me.
Yeah, bro. You make them every fucking time.
Oh,
You're hitting fucking 2 feet pots.
Whatever. Run the fucking outro.
Nah, man, guys. As always, today's episode was presented by the Xfinity 10G network. Doesn't matter if you're gaming, competing, whatever the heck you're doing, guys. It's got the fastest internet with no interruptions. Make sure to go check out the Xfinity 10G network. Huge shout out to Xfinity. Of course, make sure to like, comment, subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. Anchor.fm, The Flank. Check out audio sites we're on, and go follow at The Flank on Twitter. Kurt's doing a phenomenal job running socials. Take care, brush your hair, and we'll see you guys tomorrow on another episode of The Flank. Man, have a nice night, guys. Good night.
Lakers in 6.